guys, it's Izzy and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing another life update. If you saw my last video you'll know that my life at the moment is changing really quickly, all for the best, don't worry. So I just kind of wanted to sit down and give you a little bit of an update of what is going on, just have a chat with you all. I did one of these earlier on in lockdown and you all seemed to really enjoy it, and I just felt like it was quite nice to have a chat with you guys. So yeah, we're going to be doing another one. Now you probably won't think that much has changed because Izzy, you're in lockdown, what is going to be happening? Well, let me tell you, since the last one I've had a birthday, I've started to drive, I've gone back to school, lockdown's loosening and all sorts. So that is what I'm going to be talking about today. So sit down, get a cup of tea or coffee or any other beverage and yeah, we're just gonna have a little bit of a chit chat about my life. So the first one that I wanted to talk about is going back to school. I'm not sure I was going back to school when I did the last video, I can't quite remember. So I have officially gone back to school. I have one more week left until these summer holidays. I know a lot of people were confused when I did my video about like making my lunch for school. I'll quickly explain. So basically the UK term times, like the full school year, is normally from September to like July, August, it depends on the school. And then you're in school that whole time, but obviously you then have like breaks and holidays and stuff like that. So we would normally finish school, my school normally finishes about mid-July, hence why I'm finishing at the end of next week, or this week, I think it'll be this week as you're filming this. So on Friday is my last day in school. And with Corona, obviously, we had to stop going to school about March. So yeah, we've been working from home for the last 4 months, but our schools are trying to get us to go back before the end of this academic year, just so we can see our teachers and catch up a little bit before the summer holidays. So I've been going back in. How my school has done it is that I'm on a 2-week timetable and I go in 3 times over the 2 weeks. I do 3 subjects as I'm an A-level student, so every time I go in I do a day of that subject. So I'll go in and do a day of maths, go in and do a day of psychology, go in and do a day of business, and I think I've had 2, maybe 3 lessons of each before the end of term, so quite a few hours of that to kind of catch myself back up. And yeah, it's been alright actually. I was super nervous the first day, which I think I've mentioned on here before. Just the thought of going back to school, being in a social environment again was quite nerve-wracking for me, which is weird because I've never had any sorts of like anxiety over things like that before, but I did feel really nervous going back. However, after the first day I felt completely fine. I knew what my school was doing, like the measures wise and stuff, so I felt perfectly safe and fine at school. So yeah, it's been nice going back to see my friends and my teachers and just kind of stuff like that before the end of the term. It's made me feel a lot more confident about my positioning, like grade wise and stuff, as we finish year 12. Yeah, ready for year 13 really. So I have 1 more year left of school after this week, so that's quite scary. I have had a few university virtual open days, but honestly I really don't like a virtual open day. I want to go and see the campuses and stuff, so I'm just kind of holding off the uni looking because I just feel like I've done as much as I can. Now I just want to be able to go around and look, which Corona, you're in my way. So that is with school. If you saw the last video I posted, I actually now have a car. It's so exciting. And I've actually been going out in it a few times. As I'm filming this, I've not yet had a driving lesson, but I will have when you watch this. So my dad has actually very kindly offered to take me out and do a few practices with me. So yeah, I've been out twice in it when I'm filming this, and oh my god, it's so nerve-wracking, but it's also so amazing. I really feel like I'm improving, like from the first time I went out to the second time I went out in it. And yeah, I can just tell the independence it's going to give me, and I'm like so excited about that. I just think it's amazing. So yeah, I do already have a video on my channel of my car, and I think Saturday's video is also going to be based on my car. So keep an eye out for them and let me know down below if you have any other videos that you want me to make. But yeah, it's been really exciting having a car. I do just keep going and sitting outside in it, or just going to look out the window just to check on it. It's just sat on our driveway, and yeah, it's really exciting. My aim is to have passed my test by about December, Christmas time, so the all of 2021. I can be driving, so we'll have to see how it goes. I think I'm kind of getting the hang of it, but the multitasking is quite hard. It's harder than I thought it was going to be, but it's still, I still think it's achievable. So that is my car. So lockdown in the UK is loosening. Boris said go out. Basically they want us to spend money in the economy because we're shrinking. So yeah, we have been encouraged to go out. You can now go out to a restaurant, you can meet up your friends in groups of 6. So I think at some point I'm going to go out to a restaurant. However, I think I'm going to wait about 2 weeks to see if the original effect of it loosening puts us in another lockdown, because I've kind of had enough of the lockdown. My hair is just far too long. I've actually booked in to get my hair cut, so that's really exciting. But yeah, it's weird. The more things loosening, the more you realise how different the new like normal is, because there's people walking around with masks on everywhere. People like avoid you like purposefully and stuff like that, obviously to keep the 2 metre social distancing, because it is advised to stay 2 metres if you can. So yeah, I do think me and my friends are going to go out to a restaurant at some point. I haven't really decided when, but I am being really safe with the regulations. I'm only doing what I feel comfortable doing, and I'm making sure, I know the government's catchphrase is like stay alert, but like I am making sure like to check that places are keeping up with the measures and stuff before I go to them. So for instance, when I went to pick my car up in the car garage the other day, it was really social distance. They had perspex screens, they had the anti-bac, they had, you know, the 2 metres, so that was fine. And yeah, I think the same with going to a restaurant. As long as they're doing that, I think it's fine. So I will be going out to a restaurant with my friends soon, which is so exciting. I haven't been to a restaurant in so long. We actually went like one of the last days before lockdown, because we were just like, oh, we wanted to go out for dinner, so we did actually go out then. So yeah, I haven't been to a restaurant since probably about March, which is mad, because I would normally go out to a restaurant like not even that often, maybe like once a month. Yeah. So the next thing, my birthday. I know I didn't post like a what I got for my birthday video this year. I know some of you guys were expecting one, and this is the first year I haven't done one. Honestly, 2 reasons really. I didn't think it was best appropriate to go bragging, well not even bragging, but just go sharing what I got for my birthday, because at the end of the day there are a lot more important things going on right now with all of the movements, the Black Lives Matter, and the fact that we're still in a pandemic, which I think some people keep forgetting. We are in a pandemic, guys. So yeah, I didn't feel that best appropriate, and I also think as I'm getting older, my presents aren't actually as big. I got quite a lot of like flowers and chocolate, and then I got a telly. That was basically it. So yeah, it wouldn't have made a video anyway for you guys, but yeah, I'm really excited. I got a TV. Now, the backstory behind this, basically in our house downstairs, we have like an office slash like playroom. It basically has got a sofa and a telly in it, but it also has a desk in it. And as my dad is currently working from home on the weekdays, I can't go and watch the telly in there like I would normally do like in the evenings, because he is still working. So I thought, do you know what, for my lockdown birthday I'm gonna get an internet TV. So that's what I've got. I asked for it and I got it. So yeah, an internet TV, and it just means I can watch Netflix. It's actually linked to my Alexa, which is now going to go off. So yeah, it's really good, and I'm really happy with it. So I can now watch telly in here. So that was my birthday. Oh, and one of my friends came around and we just kind of had a social distance chat in the garden. It was about 10 degrees. That was absolutely lovely. Sat in our puffer coats in the garden, and then we actually went and collected some Nando's. So we got to have a Nando's for my birthday dinner, which is actually really good. You've heard me moan about this before probably, but Deliveroo does not reach my house, so we did have to go and collect it, but it was still warm by the time we got home, which was really nice. So yeah, it was good to get Nando's, a bit of normality back, because Nando's would be somewhere that decide just to go for my birthday anyway, so that was good to be able to have it from home. And my mum made me a birthday cake, which was literally insane. Like, it was so sick and it tasted amazing. That was basically my birthday. I'm now 17. Last thing I wanted to talk about in this video was preparing for year 13. So if you didn't know, year 13 is the last year of your A-levels. So you do your A-levels at school for 2 years, and then once you've done that, you'd either go on to like a job, an apprenticeship, or uni. So yeah, I've got 1 more year left, like I say, when I finish school. I've kind of just been preparing because I really want to use the summer holidays as a chance to catch up on any work that I've fallen behind of, obviously having to teach myself my A-levels, which is absolutely fab. I think I'm a qualified teacher now. Yeah, I've been asking for quite a bit of extra work because if you didn't know, I do maths and it's flipping hard. So I'm just kind of trying to get ready for my year 13 exams that we have in September and all kind of things like that. But it's really weird because apparently schools are going back to full capacity in September, so I have no clue how they are going to do that. And again, they haven't really said anything about if we're going to have any loosenings or like help with our exams, because obviously we're supposed to do exams about May next year, and we've had to teach ourselves 4 months of the courses, which is absolutely fab. So yeah, we'll have to see what the government say, whether they're going to just chuck us in the deep end and hope that we can not sink and drown in an exam, or whether we're going to have it nicer, who knows. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my life update. Let me know down below if there's anything interesting or important, or just so you want to share about your life down below. Have a little chit chat in the comments. I think these videos are really good just for you to get to know me more and what's going on in my life, and then also for me to communicate with you guys and to see what's going on in your lives. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure to give it a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!